Here we go. Caitlin Clark. I was going to say she didn't practice today, but I guess that's not entirely accurate. Caitlin Clark, as they've been doing since she got in the league, has been isolated. Caitlin Clark was doing her own individual drills. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Does that sound like last year maybe where she's almost ready, she's not quite ready, and oh, even once she's healthy, it's going to take time to ramp up before she can actually play a game. Forget the fact that she just played a game, because you all know how long it took her to ramp up, right? Why she was so bad when she played for the U.S. women's basketball team. Oh, wait, no, she got MVP even though she hadn't played in a real game since July of the previous year, and that was in March. So here we go again. We're getting strung along. We still don't really know what the injury is or if there's an injury. It's odd that she has these back problems that keep her out of games, and yet there's no injury. Interesting. So Caitlin Clark not practicing. Sophie Cunningham's out, by the way, too, although I think it's for an illness. If you remember from last year, we got this a lot, right? She's doing stuff on her own. She's not quite ready for the team stuff. When she is ready, she's got to ramp up. That's going to take even more time. And they kept saying she's so close. It might be the next game. Oh, it might be the next game. It might be the next game. Keep buying tickets. Keep tuning in because Caitlin Clark might be available for the next game. And they did that as long as they possibly could. They did the dog and pony show. They had her out there like a well-trained dog, sign it, seal maybe, sign an autograph, sitting on the bench. That's not a shot at Caitlin Clark, by the way. She wanted to be there for her fans. I'm just saying the Indiana Fever were using her even though they knew she wasn't going to play. So now I know we don't have a game till Friday, but here we are now on Tuesday. Caitlin Clark has not practiced. Will she play on Friday? And that becomes a massive, massive thing because now it will have been what, 10 days since she played a game. We still don't even know the injury or if there is an injury, which then says, why is she not playing? Now, I bring this up only because I feel obligated to. Some other people are putting it out there, and history in other sports or the NBA, these things do happen. And some people say, well, are they getting ready to trade Caitlin Clark? Has everything come to a head enough that now is the time? The Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, irreconcilable differences. It's time to make a change. Now, if this was any other league, any other player, I would truly entertain that as a possibility. With it being Caitlin Clark and the WNBA and the fact that she is it for them, as dumb as I think a lot of the Indiana Fever organization is, I don't think Stephanie White's a very bright human being. I don't think Amber or Kelly are very bright people. I think they are smart enough to realize that despite their claim that they want to make the Indiana Fever into Apple, they do know enough that if they were to trade Caitlin Clark, that would be it for the Indiana Fever. They would not be the team with all 44 games on national television. Simply wouldn't. And they know that. They wouldn't be the team, getting 17,000 people in the stands every night at home. They know that they would slip back into irrelevancy. So I don't think it's much of a possibility. Again, if it were any other situation or any other player other than Caitlin Clark, I would definitely entertain it because that's what you do when you're actively working out trying to trade a player because you don't want to risk injury, right? You don't want to be doing all this work, have everything done but the official document signed, and then a game's being played that night. The trade's going to be made official the next day maybe, and a serious injury happens. Oh, I failed again. I do this way too often. I get so caught up in like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all you being here. Shout out to the 19, of course. So I want to play. This is really brief. I want to play just this short thing of Stephanie White. We got to talk about it because she is asked about Caitlin Clark and practice. Take a listen to this. Let me pull this up a little better for you.
Do you have any updates on Caitlin and her status? Are you expecting her to practice today?
No, she's going to be doing an individual workout today.
Y'all catch that? Let me see if I can back it up to the right spot here. Let's go just a little bit. All right, let's try from here.
Push is important.
Do you have any updates on Caitlin and her status? Are you expecting her to practice today?
No, she's going to be doing an individual workout today.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear how short that sentence was? Did you hear how emotionless that sentence was? Did you notice immediately upon giving a non-answer answer, she shifted away from that reporter because she did not want a follow-up question on the topic of Caitlin Clark? That was clearly a coach that wants to have zero conversations about her star player and that player's status in the moment. That is a problem. I talked about this in another video. I think it's already out on the insanity from Emmanuel Acho, who basically did say the quiet part out loud about the WNBA, how they got what they wanted from Caitlin Clark and now they want her gone. They don't need her. They used her and they want to throw her away. And that's a lot of what we get with the vibes from the Indiana Fever right now, right? They want to string you along. Hey, Caitlin Clark, she's not quite there. She's got to ramp up in the contact practices, but she's close. She is close. It could be the next game. It might be the game after. Keep buying your tickets, keep paying your money, keep showing up, keep watching on television, and they will string it out as long as they possibly can, just like they did in 2025. Now, as I mentioned, trade possibility. Do I think that is what's going on? Unlikely. Now, it is par for the course when it comes to all the other professional leagues and how they handle these things when you've got a trade in the works that maybe might be getting finalized. You don't want to risk injuring the players who are involved in that trade. So you sit them. Of course, what you do is you actually sit them. You don't make up some stuff about an injured back that's not an injured back, right? We got that earlier in the year as well. We don't even really know what is truly going on with Caitlin Clark. But here's the other thing I want to talk about, and this is why the title says what it says about Stephanie White injuring Caitlin Clark. We saw this season, both offensively and defensively. Caitlin Clark has been on an island all by herself, right? Obviously, there's a lot more physicality that way. She's playing defense by herself. She gets zero help at all defensively. The time she is off the ball, she's setting picks for teammates. So she's getting knocked around then. When she is on the ball, the pick and roll has been eliminated. She gets zero help in that regard. She's not able to create any space because teammates do not create space for her. The system does not create space for her. The Indiana Fever system, offensively and defensively, has been to maximize the potential for injury for Caitlin Clark, to maximize the physicality that is allowed in the league for Caitlin Clark. And lo and behold, now we have this mysterious injury, non-injury, and it's been how long now since she's played? Over a week, right? Wasn't it? Hasn't she been out since last Monday? Right? I'm not misremembering that, am I? As interesting as things have been, they're about to get more interesting. Keep your eye on. Oh, by the way, as I always am going to say, like, comment, subscribe. But here's also what I want in the comments. Let's have a little fun. Give me your greatest conspiracy theory as to Caitlin Clark missing last game and now not practicing with the team and just doing her own individual stuff. I think this could get entertaining. I will talk to y'all in the next video.